The morning drifts softly above the watery glow. A hush of blue wraps around the quiet world. Ripples stretch like lazy cats waking from dreams. The sun yawns golden along the edges of the pool. A tiny breeze tiptoes, afraid to disturb the calm. Light scatters like playful dust across the surface. The water smiles in gentle shimmering breaths. Everything feels small, soft, and wonderfully cute. Little reflections sway as though giggling. The air tastes like fresh beginnings. Warmth drips from the sky and kisses the water. Sweet silence curls around the drifting ripples. A tender calm coats the morning in peace. The pool glows with a charm that feels alive. Tiny sparkles dance like curious fireflies. The scent of summer floats in slow circles. Soft footsteps of sunlight move across the tiles. The shade holds pockets of cool comfort. A whisper of clouds hangs above, half awake. The day feels young, bright, and gentle. Quiet shadows stretch like sleepy arms. The breeze hums a tune only water can hear. The pool holds the color of soft lullabies. Everything moves with the rhythm of calm. Bright specks shimmer like tiny hearts. A quiet magic lingers just beneath the surface. Ripples curl like ribbons in the air. Small droplets sparkle like beads of laughter. Stillness feels like a friendly companion. A calm glow rests upon the world. The air feels round, warm, and caring. Soft reflections bloom in slow waves. Gentle silence wraps everything in ease. The day exhales a warm hello. Shadows soften into gentle velvet. Water hums a lullaby of light. A chorus of tiny sparkles sings above. Warm sunlight cuddles the edge of the pool. A peaceful hush sits softly on everything. The morning stretches in glowing comfort. Cute little ripples twirl like shy smiles. The breeze paints patterns across the blue. Soft sunshine warms the sleepy tiles. The pool holds stories not yet spoken. Little glimmers blink like baby stars. The air drifts in quiet circles. Warm light folds into the water's arms. Gentle waves rise and fall like breaths. The scene feels wrapped in sweet innocence. The breeze carries a soft, soothing hum. Ripples fold like silk in the sun. Each motion feels tender and calm. The water glows like a soft-spoken gem. Sunbeams thread themselves through the blue. Warm quiet settles on every surface. The pool rests like a dream in daylight. Sparkles wander freely across the waves. A hush of beauty hovers in the air. Light dances in tiny, delicate steps. The world seems to whisper in harmony. Ripples sway like drifting thoughts. Everything feels light as a feather. The pool cradles reflections like treasured toys. Gentle brightness moves through the morning. The breeze plays lightly with the water's skin. A soft glow lingers at every edge. Cute glimmers pulse like tiny heartbeats. A chorus of warmth surrounds the pool. Little waves nudge each other shyly. The air holds a tender charm. The morning feels soft enough to touch. Quiet sparkles float like drifting petals. The world wakes with a gentle grin. Sunlight stretches with playful curiosity. The water welcomes each warm ray. Soft shimmers flicker like blinking eyes. The breeze sighs in peaceful delight. The pool glows with a shy happiness. The air wraps around the light like a hug. Ripples tiptoe across the surface. Everything feels calm, lovely, and cute. The morning drapes itself in gold. Water murmurs in slow motion. Tiny flickers wink in and out. The breeze carries a soft hum of joy. The pool breathes in quiet waves. Warmth spreads like gentle hands. Reflections wander in lazy lines. Shadows rest like sleepy kittens. Light bounces softly against the blue. The air moves like a tender lullaby. Ripples circle like drifting thoughts. The pool glimmers with playful charm. Water folds itself into peaceful shapes. Sunlight glows like a friendly smile. Stillness feels warm and welcoming. Each shimmer feels like a tiny giggle. The pool's surface glows like velvet. Quiet breeze dances like a soft whisper. Light wraps the water in gentle ribbons. Calmness stretches from edge to edge. The pool breathes with quiet joy. Cute warmth settles across the scene. Ripples glide like silk ribbons. Water catches light in happy flashes. The breeze hums a sweet secret. Everything feels soft and glowing. Little sparkles drift like feathers. Sunbeams land with playful grace. The air feels gentle and warm. Shadows sway in sleepy arcs. Water glitters like daydreams. Soft brightness grazes the surface. The scene holds a tender magic. Ripples flicker with charming calm. The morning blooms quietly. Warmth nestles around the pool. The water holds a soft glow. Light sprinkles across the blue. Small waves sigh contentedly. The air carries a gentle kiss. The pool whispers sweetness. Ripples shimmer in soft rhythm. Sunlight cuddles the water. Cute reflections swirl gently. Warm air drifts like cotton. Shadows lie in peaceful comfort. The pool gleams like a shy smile. Light tiptoes across the surface. Everything feels tender. Everything feels cute. The water hugs the morning. The morning hugs the world, and softness fills the air. The breeze hums lightly. Ripples dance slowly. Warmth gathers softly. Stillness glows quietly. Cute little sparkles rise. Daylight settles gently. The pool blooms with charm. The world feels light. The moment feels sweet. The air breathes calm. The water glows true. The scene rests soft. The morning remains cute. Soft warmth ripples through the morning hush. The breeze brushes the water with gentle fingers. Light drifts like floating petals across the blue. Tiny waves bloom in delicate circles. A soft shimmer wanders slowly along the edge. Calmness folds itself neatly into the air. The pool glows like a secret waiting to be shared. Ripples stretch like playful ribbons. The water hums with quiet affection. Sunlight drifts lazily in golden strands. Shadows gather in calm clusters. A tender glow rests on every surface. The scene feels wrapped in velvety warmth. Water whispers softly against the tiles. The breeze carries a tune made of light. Everything sways with gentle certainty. Soft sparks sprinkle the surface with charm. Warm air embraces the shimmering blue. The pool sighs in peaceful rhythm. A hush of delight floats in slow circles. Cute glimmers hop across the waves. Sunbeams stretch like sleepy arms. The morning opens like a delicate flower. Water glows with patient sweetness. The breeze hums a lullaby of calm. A soft glow nestles near the edge. The world feels stitched together with light. The pool holds a dreamy stillness. Shadows flutter like soft wings. Warmth gathers in lovely silence. Ripples croon in tiny waves. The air glimmers with soothing charm. Light glides like silk across the blue. Each shimmer feels like a whispered smile. The pool embraces the morning glow. The breeze carries small breaths of joy. Sunlight nuzzles the water playfully. Calmness floats like a drifting cloud. Ripples shine like tiny wishes. Soft sparkles bloom and fade gently. The pool radiates a quiet cheer. Warm air brushes the water in slow waves. Light scatters in glittering whispers. Everything feels light and affectionate. Ripples unfold with tender grace. A soft glow pools near the center. The breeze kisses the surface sweetly. Shadows curl like resting pets. Sunshine winks across the water. Calmness settles like a perfect sigh. Ripples sway in slow, soothing arcs. Cute warmth dances between the waves. Light gathers like tiny stories. Water reflects the heart of morning. The breeze presses softly against the blue. Shimmers drift like drifting dreams. The air feels warm enough to hold. The pool glistens like soft satin. Sunlight paints gentle pathways. Ripples weave patterns of quiet joy. The morning breathes with shining peace. The pool holds a softness that feels alive. Warm air swirls like tender sighs. Light flickers in sweet repetition. Shadows hush themselves in comfort. Water glimmers with innocent charm. Ripples move like curious footsteps. The breeze whispers through the morning. Sunbeams scatter like happy whispers. The pool cuddles each spark of light. Stillness sits like a friendly companion. A soft shimmer hums across the surface. Warmth spreads in gentle ripples. Silent beauty blooms in the blue. Water tilts toward the morning sun. The breeze sighs in warm devotion. Ripples taste the light playfully. Cute sparkles flicker in shy patterns. Shadows soften with sweet tenderness. The pool feels like a cradle of calm. Light drifts in soft glowing ribbons. The air settles in peaceful layers. Ripples smile beneath the sun. Warm breezes lace through the blue. The morning leans into gentle silence. Sparkles flutter like tiny birds. The pool radiates pure stillness. Softness glows along every ripple. Water twirls in delicate gestures. The breeze hums with warm affection. Shadows cuddle the edges sweetly. Sunlight floats like scattered pearls. Ripples cradle the morning light. Everything feels bright and gentle. The air glows with serene comfort. Water shimmers like polished lullabies. Warmth falls in soft cascades. The morning hush lingers kindly. Ripples carry tiny heartbeats of light. Shadows sway in tender rhythm. The breeze glides with peaceful joy. Sunbeams fall like gentle whispers. Water hums with sweet tranquility. The pool glows like a calm treasure. Light brushes the surface lovingly. Ripples drift in quiet celebration. A soft glow pulses beneath the blue. Air moves like warm velvet. Shadows lie like cushiony whispers. The pool welcomes every glimmer. Sunlight scatters with playful ease. Ripples hold the morning's kindness. Water glows in deep contentment. The breeze sighs with little tunes. Sparkles drift like soft confetti. Warmth gathers in gentle folds. Shadows dance with sleepy grace. Light tiptoes across the waves. The pool hums in peaceful light. Ripples curl in soft embraces. Sunbeams linger with tender charm. Calmness pours from the sky. Cute glimmers sway in soft rhythm. The air breathes a warm smile. Water settles into gentle quiet. Light glimmers like tiny dreams. The breeze plays with shivering sparkles. Ripples slide with slow delight. The morning glows in patient warmth. Shadows unfold like blooming petals. The pool listens to the air. Sunlight blooms in soft crescents. Ripples pulse with affectionate calm. Water sings with gentle beauty. Light hugs the edges sweetly. The breeze drifts in loving swirls. Cute sparkles float like soft laughter. Shadows nestle along the border. The pool holds the day with tenderness. Ripples shine with innocent joy. Sunlight stretches with warm curiosity. Water glows like a tender thought. The air rests in luminous peace. Shadows soften into plush comfort. Ripples bloom like tiny flowers. The breeze brushes everything gently. Warmth gathers in delicate clusters. Light smiles across the surface. The pool hums with restful charm. Water folds itself into calm ripples. The air glows with soft intention. Shadows rest like quiet poems. Ripples flutter near the edges. Sunbeams dance across the blue. Cute glimmers float in rhythmic calm. The breeze hums in gentle waves. The pool stretches in peaceful glow. Warm sparkles drift without hurry. Shadows slide into cozy shapes. Light glows like a tender whisper. Ripples shimmer in loving patterns. The world softens around the pool. Water sways in contented peace. Warm air cradles every glimmer. The scene settles into quiet bliss. The pool breathes in radiant stillness. A soft charm floats everywhere. Everything feels gentle and glowing. Warm sunlight curls like a gentle melody. Ripples glow with soft delight. The breeze wanders slowly, exploring the edges. Water twinkles with quiet charm. Shadows drift in calm patches. Light moves like tender fingertips. The pool gathers brightness in small waves. Warmth settles on every soft shimmer. The air holds a soothing sweetness. Ripples curl like soft handwriting. The morning drapes itself in light. Water sighs in little breaths. Sunbeams shimmer like floating gems. The scene glows with tranquil love. Shadows sleep against the tiles. The breeze brushes the water with care. Tiny sparkles open like tiny eyes. Warm silence stretches gently outward. The pool feels wrapped in velvet air. Ripples play in lazy drifting arcs. Light hums softly across the surface. The world feels folded in comfort. Warmth flutters like a gentle wing. Soft motion sways with patient grace. The air glimmers in tender stillness. Ripples gently greet the morning. Water shines like quiet laughter. Sunlight spreads like delicate paint. Shadows soften into warm shapes. Calm wraps itself around everything. The pool glows with sweet innocence. A hush hovers above the blue. Warm air drifts in smooth strands. Light sparkles like gentle giggles. Ripples bloom like soft petals. The breeze whispers tiny songs. Water hums in peaceful loops. The morning glows like a shy smile. Shadows gather in gentle folds. Warmth flows like tender silk. Light rests softly on the pool. Ripples shimmer like soft secrets. The air trembles with quiet affection. The pool breathes with gentle rhythm. Water quivers with tiny sparkles. Sunlight dances in small leaps. Shadows cling with gentle devotion. The breeze cradles the warm stillness. Ripples drift with dreamy ease. Light stretches across the blue softly. The morning rests in glowing harmony. Warm air moves like a loving sigh. Water curls into tender shapes. Sparkles flit with mellow charm. Shadows lie peacefully in place. The pool glimmers like soft treasure. The breeze hums in drifting waves. Ripples fold like gentle ribbons. Light radiates in soft beams. The scene breathes gentle hope. Warmth seeps into every corner. Water glows like a quiet wish. Shadows shift with soft whispers. Sunlight lingers with fondness. The air carries a warm quiet. Ripples kiss the morning light. The pool's calm deepens sweetly. Light winks across the blue. Water sighs in slow comfort. Shadows nestle against warmth. The breeze moves with delicate intent. Ripples flicker like tiny charms. Sparkles wander across the surface. The morning hums with soft glow. Light pours like warm honey. Shadows curl up like gentle pets. The pool glistens with sweet patience. Warm air hugs the quiet moment. Water drifts in peaceful softness. The breeze floats like gentle breath. Ripples gleam with tender quiet. Light sways like a soft lullaby. Shadows soften around the pool. Warmth trickles through the air. Water glimmers with sweet serenity. A calm hush settles tenderly. Ripples whisper in tiny voices. Sunlight glides like silk ribbons. The pool dreams in blue stillness. Shadows fade into mellow hush. Warm air touches the surface gently. Water flickers with soft affection. Sparkles play like tiny sprites. The breeze hums in airy circles. Ripples drift with shy beauty. Light swirls in delicate patterns. Shadows embrace the edges. Warmth spreads through each ripple. The pool holds sunlight tenderly. Water glows with calm trust. Light blooms like quiet flowers. Shadows rest without worry. The air flows like soft tapestry. Ripples sway in tiny dances. Warm sunshine glimmers in waves. The pool breathes peaceful delight. Shadows warm themselves softly. The breeze sings in gentle tones. Water reflects a glowing calm. Light sprinkles its quiet joy. Ripples pulse with soft beauty. Warmth gathers like floating warmth. Shadows glow with tender stillness. Water shimmers like a soft secret. The breeze drifts in thoughtful calm. Light caresses the blue softly. Ripples move with loving ease. The air rests in warm peace. Water hums in bright stillness. Shadows hover in quiet wonder. Sunlight sparkles like small promises. Ripples glide like peaceful thoughts. Warmth deepens with gentle charm. The pool listens to the breeze. Light floats in gentle flickers. Shadows lie like soft blankets. Water shines with quiet joy. The breeze carries warm silence. Ripples twist with tender motion. Light gathers in soft pools. Warm air rests like kind hands. The pool glows in subtle sweetness. Shadows drift like mild memories. Ripples stretch in smooth lines. Sunlight brightens the soft blue. Water moves with patient grace. The breeze hums a soft lullaby. Warmth circles like gentle comfort. Shadows fold into peaceful shapes. Light leans softly into the water. Ripples trace delicate paths. The pool radiates tranquil charm. Water breathes beneath soft beams. The air warms in gentle waves. Shadows settle with easy calm. Sunlight glows like warm affection. Ripples flicker near the edges. Water hums with quiet delight. Warm air thickens with peace. Light dances in slow motion. The pool cradles small sparkles. Shadows shift in velvety drifts. Ripples glide like tender echoes. Sunlight sits gently on the blue. Warmth holds the scene in care. The breeze stirs in loving circles. Water twinkles with gentle shyness. Ripples bloom in glowing rhythm. Shadows watch with peaceful grace. Light hovers in serene silence. Warm air keeps the moment soft. The pool breathes with gentle joy. Ripples shimmer like quiet comfort. Shadows melt into calm stillness. Water gathers light in soft hands. Sunshine settles like a warm blanket. The breeze soothes the quiet scene. Light sways gently above the blue. Ripples move with sweet serenity. Warmth hums in low, tender waves. Shadows drift like floating hushes. Water glows with a soft heart. The pool rests in bright calm. Warm sunlight lingers in patient silence. Ripples shimmer like soft intentions. The air glows with mellow gentleness. Water folds into smooth, shining curves. Shadows nestle in quiet corners. Light wanders in tender streaks. The pool hums with delicate warmth. Ripples whisper as they drift. Warm air moves in lazy circles. Water glints like shy laughter. The breeze brushes with soft care. Shadows cradle the edges softly. Light drips like warm gold. Ripples float like gentle murmurs. The pool sings in bright hush. Water swims with glowing calm. Shadows breathe in still delight. Warmth spreads across the surface. Light holds the blue like a cradle. Ripples curl in sweet rhythm. The breeze drifts in loving quiet. Water glimmers like soft memory. Shadows stretch in gentle lines. Sunlight hums across the pool. Ripples glide with soft affection. Warm air sighs with ease. Water reflects the morning's smile. Light brightens the trembling waves. Shadows soften into peaceful shapes. Ripples bloom like warm petals. The air drifts in sweet calm. Water rests in glowing stillness. Light flickers like tender sparks. Shadows move like quiet dreams. Ripples bow in tiny arcs. The pool glows with glowing peace. Warm air circles the calm blue. Water cuddles the sunlight. Shadows lie gently like whispers. The breeze hums in soft devotion. Ripples shimmer with steady charm. Light touches the surface tenderly. Water folds into bright softness. Shadows drift like calm feathers. Sunbeams sprinkle the ripples lightly. Warmth deepens around the pool. Ripples shine with loving grace. The air glimmers with morning hope. Water embraces the quiet light. Shadows spread like soft ink. Light sparkles with warm intention. Ripples sway in tranquil balance. The pool holds a glowing hush. Warm air settles in bright comfort. Water gleams like a gentle smile. Shadows nestle in gentle quiet. The breeze whispers easy warmth. Ripples form little patterns of peace. Light wanders with soft curiosity. Water shimmers in thoughtful calm. Shadows embrace the breezy moment. Warmth hugs the surface tenderly. Ripples drift like silky ribbons. Light pours with tender sweetness. Water sighs beneath the breeze. Shadows lie still as velvet. The air rests on soft calmness. Ripples bend in elegant motions. Sunlight flickers like tiny miracles. Water warms under gentle beams. Shadows soften into glowing shapes. Light hums in shimmering lines. Ripples settle in smooth quiet. Warm air thickens with comfort. Water glows like a soft lantern. Shadows hover with tender care. The breeze floats with mellow charm. Ripples shimmer with faint laughter. Light holds the scene in kindness. Water brightens with gentle radiance. Shadows slip into soft silence. Warmth flows in tranquil waves. Ripples stretch like content sighs. Sunbeams dance with easy grace. Water moves in slow affection. Shadows cradle the peaceful moment. Light gleams like soft treasure. Ripples brush the surface quietly. The pool basks in warm bliss. Water hums with calm delight. Shadows shimmer in subtle shapes. The breeze carries gentle warmth. Ripples flicker with soft glow. Light nestles along the edges. Water folds in tender ripples. Shadows sway like slow lullabies. Warmth rests over everything. Ripples gather in gentle loops. Light moves with graceful ease. Water breathes in tranquil rhythm. Shadows lie like peaceful blankets. The breeze hums in soft vibrations. Ripples twirl with mellow beauty. Light glimmers like tiny gifts. Water reflects the sky's warmth. Shadows drift in quiet layers. Warm air soothes the blue. Ripples glide like slow smiles. Light caresses the shimmering waves. Water opens to morning calm. Shadows settle like soft thoughts. The breeze plays with sweet ease. Ripples bloom in bright calmness. Light slips over the water gently. Water cradles the shimmering glow. Shadows breathe soft comfort. Warm air hums through the stillness. Ripples fold like gentle gestures. Light lands with quiet sweetness. Water warms beneath soft beams. Shadows linger in peaceful folds. Ripples move with serene pleasure. Light twirls in delicate touches. Water glistens with soothing calm. Shadows gather like gentle memories. Warmth hovers without hurry. Ripples whisper warm secrets. Light stretches across the blue. Water sings in soft hums. Shadows hug the pool gently. The breeze moves in tender sighs. Ripples drift like soft lullabies. Light sparkles in small smiles. Water glows with mellow purity. Shadows soften into bright serenity. Warm air curls like gentle breath. Ripples shimmer like delicate lace. Light slides like soft gold. Water warms in sweet motion. Shadows glow in calm stillness. Ripples play in loving rhythm. Light blankets the peaceful blue. Water hums in shimmering whispers. Shadows drift in dreamy silence. Warm air brushes the surface. Ripples pulse with mellow charm. Light glides through the calm water. Water glows like gentle promise. Shadows settle like content birds. The breeze lingers with warm intent. Ripples stretch in soft harmony. Light settles in delicate patterns. Water brightens with gentle calm. Shadows soften into radiant rest. Warmth gathers like tender glow. Ripples spread in slow radiance. Light rests in affectionate shimmer. Water hushes in blue wonder. Shadows drift with silky grace. The air stays still with warm peace. Ripples curl in sweet comfort. Light spills with glowing kindness. Water shimmers like a soft song. Shadows settle in delicious quiet. Warm air carries gentle stillness. Ripples float in tender brightness. Light flickers in loving waves. The pool holds all the morning sweetness.